While working with so many people on their communication, there was a common theme where everybody had challenges. Do you know what it is? Body language. They told me that it was difficult and uncomfortable. So if you feel the same way, you are not alone. As they say, every change starts with awareness. And in today's video, I'm going to break down each body part in terms of how to use it for optimal communication so that we are more like humans and less like robots. Are you ready to learn? Let's get started. Welcome to Grow with Girija, where we learn about public speaking, communication, and life. You already know about the first two wheels of communication, verbal and vocal. And today we are going to learn about the third wheel of communication, which is visual. Do you find using your body challenging and uncomfortable? It is so much work at the same time. Using your hands, your facial expressions, how to stand, and talking at the same time. It is overwhelming. It is, I agree. But I want you to remember the first time you cycled. Yes, when you learned to cycle, how did it feel? You did not know how to balance. You were not sure where to hold the handles and how to pedal. And in all this, sometimes you forgot to look ahead. It was overwhelming, wasn't it? But over a period of time, you learned it. And later, you didn't even remember how you were able to do it all this together. It's the same with body language. This all will come together only when you practice, and this will become natural. And we are going to learn those details on how to use each part of your body for optimal communication. Let us start with the feet. Why feet first? Because we have to stand on those. Jokes apart, so that you can get a stable base to start with. Remember, start stable and move with purpose. And how do you start stable? By keeping your feet shoulder width apart. Why? If you have observed in any game, the player who is in the playing position will always have a certain stance to begin with. Why? Because that stance gives them an opportunity to move into any position they would want. And same is true for public speaking. When you start with a stable base, you can move with purpose, either to engage the audience or to make a point. Next is torso. How to keep your torso while speaking? Simple. Keep it straight. One, it will make you look confident. And second, it will help you to take deep breaths, which is very important for your voice as well. Check out the video for the vocal variety for details. Coming to shoulders, we know that our shoulders help us to move our arms freely. So to be able to do that, keep our shoulders open, neither too hunched nor too back, just wide. How to use your arms and hands. Make those visible and not hide behind. Why? Check out my video where I talk about that in detail. Second, make your hand gestures above your waist height because that is the most visible area for the audience. And use your hands freely so that you can express yourself. And finally, use the palms up gesture while making hand gestures. Again, check out my video to understand why that is the most efficient way of showing your hands. Now, let's talk about one part of our body which is most expressive but not utilized most of the time. Which one is that? You might have guessed it right. It's our face. Our face, where all our emotions are always available when they feel them, but not in case of public speaking because we tend to forget it. So, what is the remedy? Feel the emotion of the word, of the idea you are talking about, and show it on your face. And finally, your eyes. That is simple, guys. Just make sure to maintain eye contact. Don't look down, don't look away, maintain eye contact. One more thing I would like to mention to you. We all have distracting gestures, and that takes away the value of your message. What are those distracting gestures? I can give you some examples. Scratching your face while speaking, or touching your hair, adjusting your clothes, or fidgeting with your ring if you have one. We want to avoid these because they take away the attention of the audience from your message, and we don't want that. Does it seem a lot to grasp? I can understand, but let it not intimidate you. Remember in the beginning of the video, I asked you to remember your first cycle ride. Was it easy? No. But over a period, it all came together. And that is what will happen with your body language as well. Work on one part at a time and then keep adding, and then over a period, you will feel comfortable. And if you want a real world example of body language, then look at a dog. Dog, what a funny thing to say. But really, if you have ever observed a dog, it can express through its body so masterfully, whether it is happy, excited, sad, or angry. But they know, and we can learn. If with our evolved brain, I'm sure we can do better, and we can apply this body language to communicate effectively. How did you find today's video? Did you find something useful? If yes, like it, share it with others who might find it useful, and subscribe to my channel. Give your comments for me to know your feedback. I will see you in another video of Grow with Girija. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing, because change is inevitable, but growth is optional.